Welcome, Taurus, to your weekly reading. This is for the 22nd to the 29th of December. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Taurus, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We'll then take a look at your possible challenges. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the possible energy ending the week. Let's go ahead and get your oracle card message for this week. And you have finding. Taurus, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, Taurus, your oracle card message this week is finding. And when finding comes through, it lets us know that something happens this week that allows you this feeling of coming back to yourself. It could be that you haven't been feeling like yourself for the longest time. Perhaps you have been struggling emotionally, mentally, or physically. Perhaps you have been under an immense amount of stress, but something happens, and these two butterflies here let us know that there is transformative energy or news that comes through that allows this feeling of, I'm going to be just fine. So it's a very warm energy, a very comforting feeling, and Taurus, it's wonderful when we start to feel like ourselves again after going through some kind of challenging period where we haven't been able to be ourselves. I'm going to start off over here with Six of Swords and the Magician, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now, Taurus, this is very positive and very exciting because what I am seeing here is that something that you have been longing for, wishing for, my dear Taurus, to come in so that you can implement a big change appears at the beginning of the week. So much so, Taurus, that it is being confirmed with our magician energy as a manifestation. So what you have put up out onto the spiritual realm now comes down. And I do feel you're going to see something already happen early in the week, because what we see is that you make either big plans to shift and change your circumstances, or you already do it. So it's actually very big and exciting. Taurus, as you can imagine, this can come in any way. If you've been waiting for an answer, say, an answer to see if your application was approved for a job, or if your application was approved for a visa, or to study something, and you've been wishing and visualizing a positive outcome, what we do see is that you receive it at the beginning of the week, and you, my dear Taurus, can leave behind the energy of being so anxious and worried. Is it going to happen? How's it going to happen? And you can move on, so you will be able to leave behind these rough water energies of feeling anxious, stressed, and worried. You've got your answer, you know your direction, and you move on, looking forward to what it brings. This could come through within a relationship. Perhaps you have been waiting for somebody you really like to call you back, and early this week you get that phone call. Perhaps, my dear Taurus, you and your significant other have been going through a really challenging period. And this is the energy of you really praying and hoping you will be able to overcome it. And we see there is a wonderful release that happens for you, and you're able to leave the rocky patch behind and move on to a far more easier time. So, whatever it is for you, my dear Taurus, it's positive and it is exciting. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have Page of Cups and Nine of Cups. Now, Taurus, this is also very positive because what I am seeing here is that out of the blue, this week, you are going to be hearing very unexpected news. Now, for some of you, it could be connected to this manifestation, but for others, this will be another area of your life totally. But what this news does, it takes you directly into wish fulfillment. So something you've been wishing for, something you've been praying for, so we can see how it could be connected to the manifestation comes through, giving you this energy of, I am so blessed, I am so lucky, look what has just occurred to me. The exciting thing here is, my dear Taurus, this energy of the unexpected is going to come through when you really don't expect it, and probably from a source you really don't expect. It will take you aback, but it's good news. Good news that I do believe is going to set you on the right path. Let's move on now and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And you have got Four of Cups and the Page of Swords. Spirit is letting you know, my dear Taurus, that there is something coming through in your environment that has this energy of a gift from them to you. And I want some of my Tauruses to please be aware and alert. Because when we go through struggles, when things aren't easy for us, as we mentioned when we spoke about coming back to yourself, there could be some of my Tauruses who have been focusing on all the things that didn't go well. And perhaps, my dear Taurus, it's also a general overview of the year, looking back at the year, what didn't work out, where things didn't go as planned, where you felt you might have failed. And when we start looking at that energy, it shifts our vibration and lowers it considerably. And Spirit is asking you to please be aware, because if you slip into that energy, it can pull you down so that you might miss what that is. Now, Taurus, that cup there that we see being given to you by the hand of God is the cup we are seeing here. Spirit is bringing in this wonderful, unexpected news to shift you out of any energy that could have been holding you back from feeling like yourself. This news that comes through is bringing you into a place where you're going to feel on top of the world, where you're going to feel as though things are possible again. Things look positive and viable. Whereas before you might have felt that doors were closed to you, no options were open to you, now, my dearest Taurus, a whole different story. So Spirit is saying, if this relates to you, do your utmost, my dear Taurus, not to sink too far into that cycle of despair and regret. Spirit wants you now to start feeling like our Page of Swords, to start looking forward to the new year. Page of Swords has this young, youthful, adventurer energy about them. And this is what Spirit wants you to bring in to the new year. Look at the new year with fresh eyes, Taurus. What can I do that I've never done before? Where can I grow? Where can I learn? How can I take myself out of my comfort zone? See yourself as this young, youthful adventurer, and before you know it, that is who you will become. And as an adventurer, we are able to go down roads, Taurus, we never thought we would go down. It could be taking that solo trip, starting to study much later in life. It could be changing careers midstream. You start doing things you never dreamt of. So, take that young adventurer energy and see where it takes you. At the end of the week, we have 10 of Pentacles and the Chariot. What an incredibly positive way to end the week. What I am seeing here, Taurus, is at the end of the week, you feel as though you've got your groove back. You found your road again. You found your momentum. Taurus, that is so big. We're just saying it here as a possible outcome. But if you are able to come back to yourself, find your way forward so that you know where you're going, you know what you want to achieve, and you feel good and confident about your direction, this is a true blessing and a wonderful way to close off 2025 and open the new year. The wonderful confirmation we have for you is that when you take the chance, when you come back to yourself, when you let go of the past and you're able to put these cups behind you, Taurus, what is waiting for you is 10 of Pentacles, which tells us the decisions you are making this week are right. What you are choosing to let go of is best for you. And when you honor who you are and you trust the decisions you are making, my dear Taurus, you are on your way to what abundance and prosperity means to you right now. 10 of Pentacles speaks to us of abundance and prosperity in areas that are important to us. And of course, you can be abundant in any area with regards to your money, your career, your finances, when it comes to your love life, your health, your spiritual life, your social life, whatever it is. When you look at life with fresh eyes, when you take the Chariot energy and move confidently into your future and into your new year, my dearest Taurus, there is so much here to look forward to. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.